Good morning, class. So let us start off with the next topic that comes under marketing strategies. So today, under marketing mix, we'll be dealing with the element place or place mix. So when it comes to marketing or say business, we place usually refers to the point of sale. So it's actually easy for any person to come up with the strategy called a place. So why do we need a strategy for place? So, um, again, when it comes to business, you also, like we say, we need to consider a lot of factors regarding the product, say, what is the price. And next is place, like where do we think that our business can become a success, right? So, for that, we need to consider something called place mix. Place mix, by what we mean here is distribution. So, the reason why we use the term distribution is that we need to make sure the products are delivered to the customers at the right time and at the right place using different channels. So what do you mean by a channel of distribution? So it's nothing but the path or say the route which we choose or businesses choose to move their goods from producers to manufacturers and to the ultimate consumers. So a channel consists of producers and the consumers. Okay, and you would have heard of the term middlemen. Now that middlemen being wholesalers, agents, and retailers, right? So this is what we will be dealing with in this topic. So distribution mix or channel of distribution. How should the products flow from the producers to the final consumers, right? So when it comes to a channel of distribution, there are three types of flows actually. Downward flow of goods from that is from producers to your consumers, then upward flow of cash payments for goods from consumers to producers, and the flow of marketing information which can be downward and upward. So information can move downward from in the form of information on new products from producers to consumers, and it can also move upward in the form of feedback. Yeah, so when we say downward, it's from the producer to the consumer, and when we say information moving upward, it's actually we are talking about feedback of the products from the side of the consumers to the producers, right? So feedbacks can be like any, it can be a suggestion, it can be a complaint as well, right? Yeah, so these are the different channels of distribution we'll be dealing with. Yeah, now, when it comes to say business on distribution of products, we have four major channels which we'll be discussing. One is the direct channel, which is that is from your product to your producer to the consumer. That is your direct channel. That is, producer will be directly selling it to the consumer or the customer, right? So this will be the shortest and the most easiest way of channel of or the most easiest channel of distribution. And because again it'll why do we say this is the easiest or the shortest or the most or the best considered by the businesses is because when there are no middlemen involved, again the cost is reduced, right? So this is the most economical form of or most economical channel of distribution. So examples you can consider door-to-door sales, right? Then the retail stores, which general retail stores, right? Yeah. Then certain big firms who sell their own products of high value, or small producers that produce and sell perishable commodities. All these come under producer or the producer customer or the direct channel distribution. So this is also called zero level distribution. Then we have producer, retailer, customer. That is your indirect channel of distribution. So here we have one middleman, that is your retailer. Now the producers, they sell their products to the retailers. The retailers sell it to the customers for a profit. Yeah. And now here there is a cost involved of the middleman to the producer, right? And here again, what happens here is in this channel, the manufacturer does not have the burden of, or say they do not need to bother of selling the goods and taking off the entire distribution process. So it's like there are certain products of higher value, or say which durable products, all these kind of things go through this channel, that is they follow indirect channel of distribution. Then we have producer, wholesaler, retailer, customer, that is your two level channel. Okay, this is the major or the most used kind of a chain or the channel of distribution. Here in this distribution technique, producers usually sell the product first to the wholesalers, then they sell it to the retailers, and then from the retailers that they finally sell it to the consumers. So um such products are usually having a wide market. Okay, so products of those kind usually they follow this kind of a channel, that is a store level channel. Then we have a producer, agent, wholesaler, retailer, customer. That is the three level, and this is the see the longest channel of distribution, because there are three middlemen involved. That is your agent, you have a wholesaler, and then you have a retailer as well. So the producer sends us entire products, that is his entire say block of production. Okay, to the agent. The agent distributes it to the wholesalers. Then again, the wholesalers distribute it amongst a number of retailers, and then again it goes to the customers. It's like the manufacturer does not have to think of different marketing techniques. Okay, so there are different industrial products, so industrial products usually go for this kind of a channel. Now, regarding a selection of different channels of distribution, you need to consider a lot of things. That is, first thing, what kind of product, or how much of products are are you willing to sell at that point of time, and how what is your current stock. Then again, there are certain things which you need to consider regarding the bucket market. That is like how many buyers and sellers you have, and what are the usual buying habits of the consumers that you have, and what is the quantity required at that point of time, and what is the market size at that point of time, etc. Then when it comes to the manufacturer, you need to see if it is possible for them to control the channel of distribution, and do they have the finance to support such kind of middlemen, etc. Then again, you need to have certain licenses for selling certain kinds of products. Say for example medicines, when you choose a channel of distribution, you require license for that, right? And there are certain other things as well, that how much cost will it be, and which channel should be the most cost effective for him, if which channel is the best available for him or the easiest available for him. And while selecting such kind of say channels of distribution, how much will how much of sale, or how much of possibility of sale will be there. All these factors has to be taken into consideration before you select a particular channel of distribution for your product. So this is the topic we'll be covering today. Please go through it, research and try which all kind of products use each of these distribution method. All right. So before we meet off with the next topic, please go through this and have a research on it. Right. Thank you, class.